Hello, friends and family. This is Terry Brinston.
And Carla Saunders.
Hey, I know it's been such a long time since we've had an opportunity to do our update of what's going on with my school nurse. And so I apologize, but we have truly been very busy. I've been very sick for a little while and just really struggling with some nerve damage, and so I've been kind of out of it, medically been out of it, but definitely been very much busy and trying to make sure that we are definitely working the business. So I just wanted to apologize for that, because we had made a commitment to come to you at least every other month or so, every quarter,
every quarter,
quarter. And so we failed to do that. And so I did have some friends and family reach out to me, and they wanted to get an update of what's going on, and so we felt it was time for us to do it. And so I wanted to make sure that we took the time to do it today.
Right.
So today we're going to use this opportunity to kind of give you an update of what's going on. And so you want to start with Nurturing Wellness Group?
Sure.
Perfect.
Now, with Nurturing Wellness Group Foundation, let me tell you, we have been busy. Anytime when you do something every month, I'm going to give you a rundown from January all the way up to October, because I've got something to do next week as well.
Right.
For the Nurturing Wellness Group Foundation. So we started off the year with Terry brought up the idea for us to do some blogs, to consider doing a blog channel. And so with that, I was like, as always, okay. But it was a good thing. So we had training in January, blog training. And then Terry and we also attended a TRIALS, TRIALS workshop, which was based on cognitive behavior therapy.
Cognitive behavior therapy.
Yeah, that was actually a very, very good training.
Absolutely.
It was the worst winter day in Michigan.
Right.
But we made it, so praise God for that.
You know what? One thing I do want to mention that we are truly ahead of the game, because we have been using cognitive behavior therapy in our program with the Life Support for Students and the Young Adult Support System.
Right.
So it just really gave us just some really foundation to basically let us know that we were on the right trail.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, but that was awesome though, because while we were in there, that's when we had that aha moment. Do they mean what we're teaching? That's the same thing we're teaching. It's like, wow, so we are ahead of the game. Don't even know it, but yes, we are. So that was in January, and then in February, we actually had 2 classes. We had a Life Support for Student class, and then we also had a Young Adult Support Group class. So, and that turned out really well. We did the whole program, the whole 7 phases, 7 weeks of the program.
7 modules.
7 modules. Yeah, that was the word I was looking for. So we did that in February. And then in March, we had one of the things that the Nurturing Wellness Group is doing also is that we're dealing with foster care system for young adults who are aging out of foster care. And so what I've been doing is that I've been attending networking events in order to learn more about it, because this is what we want to do with our young people that attend our classes, our workshops, and that will be a part of our What Now community. So I attended a Faith Communities Coalition for Foster Care networking event, and also a Michigan Children's Law Center networking event also. And at that particular event, they were talking more so about how Michigan laws are trying to be changed in order to help not just foster children, but all young adults who have certain things that keep them from excelling. We'll say barriers that keep them from excelling on that level.
I couldn't
right there.
figure that word either.
I know, I was like, what is that? I'm trying to think. Okay, so we did that in March, and then in April, Terry was invited, as well as myself, to a present at the Mind, Space, and Wellness Conference that was in, what was that? Was that in Pontiac? That was in Pontiac, at St. Joseph Mercy Hospital. So that was really a great event also that we got asked to attend, and that was through the Each One Teach One organization, the Axe Terry. She did a phenomenal job as always. Also in April, we did another networking. We got with Henry Ford College, what used to be Henry Ford Community College for those of you from Michigan, but now it's called the Henry Ford College, and they had a workshop on domestic abuse. That was mind opening, but the thing about it is that we could really work well with those organizations. So I did try to make a contact with Access, which is a I don't want to say it's an Arabic organization, and we just learned so much. I can't even really share with you what was really talked about by the presenters because of you need to, it's domestic violence, so they're still
really heart-wrenching. Absolutely.
Exactly. Okay, and then in May we did our very first podcast. And so with that podcast, it's on Anchor. And if you guys have the opportunity, please go on our website, Nurturing Wellness Group Foundation website, in order to check out those podcasts. Some people say that we are good. Okay, good. Yeah, we did good. You're always nervous a little bit, but we, when you're talking about things that you know about, it's all fun and it's very informative.
I think one thing I want to mention about the podcast, we had I know she's going to talk about our Bridging the Gap event. But anyway, someone came up to us and what was he from?
Oh, Texas.
From Texas, saying, I listened to you guys' podcast. We were like, what? So anyway, that kind of made me feel good.
Yes, he was like, I listened to all of them. And we were like, what? And he didn't say nothing negative, so that's a positive thing. So, he's waiting for the next one.
Absolutely.
Okay, so in June we did another networking event, but this one was through MSN Fast. I'm going to share that one. That was the Family Fitness Safety Day, where we went to offer our services there was a cyclist program going on, and the cyclist was like, well, we really don't need that first aid stuff like that. We've got a nurse or whatever. And I was like, you have a nurse for home? And they were like, we have a nurse like if the cyclists fall off. I said, do you have a medical staff of some sort that are like first aid responders, your EMS, in case some car drives through the crowd? And they were like, what? We didn't think about that. Made a connection.
Absolutely.
Made a connection. And then in July, we did another networking event with the Black United Foundation and Each One Teach One to do a presentation at the Festival of Hope that they had in Southfield. In August, we were honored by the A5 Family Connections. Okay, they gave us a scholarship.
Our very own investor.